Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.rav4forsale.com.au. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a walk through of this 2008 model 4x4 manual RAV4, totally cool, that I got sitting here for sale right here on my yard. Now, the first thing I do when I buy these cars is I get down here like this and look up the side, right? I know it's shiny, but that's actually good because what it does is it shows you any dents. So I'm looking at how, when you move around like that, you'll know if there's a dent there. Not a single dent. Look across the bonnet, not a single stone chip. That is a piece of white stuff that brushes off. And if you have a look up this side here, again, not a single dent, but a very crazy dog sniffing around in the background. So what that gives me a pretty good indicator that this car's been parked up the other end of the car park, well away from everywhere, just so I don't get any dents on it. The other thing I like to do is get down here and check this out. Now, see how those tyres are wearing evenly across the surfaces? That tells me all the suspension geometry, steering components and all that they are doing exactly what they should be doing. So let's go for a walk around. I'll show you what we've got. It is a RAV4. It is a 2008 model and it is totally cool. 08, if you could see that. So when we come inside here, what we have is all the power windows and stuff happening there. Look at the condition of these seats. They seriously look like they've never been sat in. Now, we've sold these RAV4s and they are just the best, most reliable thing going. They never give us any trouble, and well, I've seen them with 400,000 on them and they are still going strong. So if you look down in here, that's all in pretty good shape. Got the two keys and the remote central locking and all that's working like it should. Let's get in. Now, these light up pretty well. There we go, see them lighting up? Just looks really cool. I'll give it a start. It is manual, folks, so you do need a couple of feet and a spare set of hands to drive it. It does have the 149, okay, let's call it 150,000 Ks, that's near enough. So there's everything on there working like it should. Let the handbrake off. What it's telling me over here is saying close your door and put your seatbelt on. So that aircon is icy cold. The radio and everything's there doing exactly what it should. Look down in here, we've got, can you see what's going on there? Hold on. So that's just a look inside there. You can, or you can lift that up and stash your phone and whatnot in there if you like. Control your mirrors from there, control your gears from here. And all these RAVs, they're all built the same. There's only two different variants of them, which is cool because they can't overdo it, overthink it, whatever. So you can plug your AUX into there, and you've got a lock button to lock the four-wheel drive. See how that's flashing over there? Turn it off and then it stops. So there it is there. Press that, that opens up. It's got this double glove boxy thing. Oh yeah, all the logbooks, full service history, the whole lot. Mechanically, this thing's in perfect condition, hasn't missed a service and all that sort of stuff. So it's a good one, folks. That's what I'm telling you. You control the steering wheel and stuff, the radio and stuff from there, and it does have the cruise control down here, so you don't have to monitor your speed whilst you are on the freeway. So as we move along, you can see we do have a slight tint on the windows. Hello! And let's go along into the back here and I'll show you something with these seats. You ready for this? They move that way. Hang on, push it back with the other hand. You can recline the back seats. Not too many of these cars have reclinable back seats. So you can sit in here while you're on your road trip and you can drink beer until your heart's content, or you can slide the back seats back and forward. Most of the cars can't do that. It's a really cool feature because you can extend your space in the boot by pulling that seat forward and making your passenger sit like this. You can make your passenger sit like that just for fun and pretend that you've got a big load in the back. Not that I'm saying you would, but you could if you wanted to. Now, another cool feature, yes, I see the condition of those back seats. They've hardly been sat in. Let's go around the back here. I'll show you something. Have a good look here. Oh, there is a thing. There is a thing. Look up there. So the paint has sort of faded a little bit on there. It's the only issue with the paint on the car, but hey, it's there. So let's go around. I want to show you something with these RAV4s. It is the CV. Now, what it is with this, if you come back to the car from Bunnings and you pull on that because you've got to stick a piece of timber in, watch this. pull, and bang, down goes the seat. Same again here, bang, look at that. Now that serves two things. One, like this thing here, you can just pull that out. They just come out, and then that slides across here too. So the idea of that is so that, well, if you've got that closed and that's there like that, even though the windows are tinted, it's hard to see in there. If you have a look, the grubs can't see your stuff, and if they can't see it, they can't nick it. Okay, so but what you can do is you can easily pull this and this out. And look at all that space in there, man. That is heaps and heaps of space. You can instantly turn this car into a shag and wagon in an emergency if you absolutely have to do that. So again, just slide onto here, seat comes back, go around the back, drop it forward, drop that down there. There's your shag and wagon. Go for it. Don't tell anyone I told you. So there's that. Up on the roof, we've got the roof racks so that if you do end up knocking off your mother-in-law and a body goes stiff before you get rid of it, pack it up there, because then it won't stink the inside of the car out. So let's keep moving along here. I want to show you this. Well, if you end up knocking things off, you could fit like a couple of small children in there. Look at all that space. Seriously, what they've done is they've put the spare tyre on the back here so that you've got all that space in there for carrying extra kids. And let's just put that back in there. And then if you want to, you can get that one in there. Oh, someone's left a hat. You got that little space in there. That's where you put all the body parts. So you just got all these little storage nooks in here that are very, very handy to have. So as we go down around this side, you can see that someone didn't do a good job with that. There we go. It's just a bit of a sticker they just scraped off it. Having a look down here, pop those seats back up, and there it is. She's done just like that. Back of the elbow, push her back, voila. And then as we come around the front here, you can see inside there that we've got all the, there's everything there, done and done. So that pretty much concludes our walkthrough, except for in the next part of this video, I'm going to step you through three important things. Firstly, I'm going to tell you all the work we do to prepare every single car. This one went through the preparation process, is in mechanically excellent condition. I'll tell you about all that in the next part of the video. I'll tell you everything that comes with the price you see it advertised for, and I'll also tell you that all our prices are fixed. Why? Because I can't take out what we put into them. So let's go into the next part of the video and I'll show you what that involves. Let's go. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 6 levels of inspection. The first one is we do a road test. We drive it around a very specific test track and we listen for all those noises and stuff that shouldn't be there. Then we do a yard test. And so in the yard test, what we're looking for is that everything works like it should, like the windows go up and down, the fan works, everything in the car is working like it should. And if it's not working, I will have mentioned it in the previous video. Then it goes into mechanical. The mechanic's got quite an extensive checklist of things that he inspects, things like is the spare tyre there and is it fully inflated and all those sorts of things. All that stuff's done and that's what's covered off in mechanical. So that's the third level. On the fourth level, we do a roadworthy inspection. We get an independent mechanic who does his roadworthy inspections on the vehicles. He's licensed by Queensland Transport to come out or do them at his facility. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he does the inspections on them. He gets underneath every single car and he checks all the suspension components and all the things that are required for the roadworthy. So we have a properly done roadworthy certificate by an independent person come out as well. And then on the fifth level of check, we do a quality assurance or a QA run. What happens there is someone who hasn't driven the car and hasn't worked on it, he then goes and drives the car after it's been through mechanical, and he's basically doing a double check like what a buyer would do. They'd get in it and if there's a noise, they're like, ooh, what's that noise? Or stuff like that. He comes back, if there's any of those things, then we've identified them through the QA run. And what that does for you is it allows, well from my point of view, it allows me to know and stand there quite confidently and know that the car is prepared properly. And then on the sixth level of check, what we do is before the car goes out, also after it's finished the QA, the cars then go out the front of the yard, and you would have seen them in the background of the previous part of this video. and they sit out there until they go out. Well, before they go out, we do another level, the 6th level of check, where we just check that the wipers are still working, that the little sprayers haven't blocked up, that none of the bulbs haven't stopped working or any of that sort of stuff. So there's the 6 levels of inspection that we do on each one of the cars. Now, I don't expect you to believe me when I tell you I prepare the cars like that, but as you could tell from the previous video, we are on dirt. I do not have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you when you come down. In fact, this is me pouncing on you now. So if you're still, hello, you there? Hello, come back so I can pounce on you some more. So if you're still there, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't have all that expensive shit. We don't have the overheads, and it allows me to put the money back into the cars, and that's why. But I don't expect you to believe that either. But what you should do is go and have a look at our Facebook reviews, and you'll see the vast majority of our buyers are more than delighted with their car because of the work we put into preparing the cars. So with that, we have buyers, they come from way up north, like up Cairns, way out west. They catch the train down, they catch the plane to Brisbane, they catch the train to our location here, and then they drive their car off. If we don't prepare the cars properly and they fall apart on their way home, they don't get on Facebook and write good reviews. So that's why I'm proud of the level of all of the cars that I prepare. Although I muck around in these videos, what I don't compromise on is the quality and the standard that the cars are prepared to before they leave the yard. And that's reflected in our Facebook reviews. The link is included on this page, so go and have a look and see what the crowd says about working with us. So because of the work we put into the cars, all the prices are fixed. If you turn around and go, hey Dean, are you negotiable? I'll be like, yes, I'm negotiable, but why would you want to pay more? So I do that because seriously, I can't take out what we put into those cars, and frankly, I don't want to. If the cars don't meet the standard, or they can't easily be brought up to that standard, I launch them off through an auction. And that's why you shouldn't buy cars from auctions, because that's where blokes like me dump our garbage. Okay, so this car has been through all the inspection and is come up properly and is prepared properly, so therefore I have nowhere to move on the price. The prices are already good anyway, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on and got this video. So the prices are all fixed. And the last thing I want to tell you, before I tell you what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised, is that we need to make appointments to come out. Now, we are not your typical yard, like I said before. We're not equipped for people just to roll up and walk out. You're more than welcome to come and check the cars out and take them for a spin. I've got no trouble with that. But you just need to let us know when you're coming. We've got a couple of guard dogs that roam around here, and we put those away when people are coming, and that way no one gets bit. Everyone's happy. So if you let us know when you're coming, we'll put the dogs away, we'll open up the gates, and we can show you the car and you can have a look over that and any others that might work for you, whatever you want. So please make an appointment before you come out. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. So firstly, when the cars go through mechanical, one of the things we do is a fresh service. So your vehicle has been freshly serviced, and you will not need to do any scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. And it's also got a current roadworthy certificate. So we have the independent inspector. He's got a license from the Queensland government, and he's the one who says this car is in a roadworthy condition. So we've brought the car up to that standard as well. So it comes with the roadworthy. So yes, we do trade-ins, and if you need help with your finance, there is a link up the top of this page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there, and our finance guy will come back and he'll give you a quote on exactly how much it will cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching this video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, or whatever you want to do. We can take payment by cash, by credit card, by internet transfer, bank check, however you want to do it. Best off if we do internet transfer. That one works best for us. But however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching the video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, and I look forward to meeting you soon. See ya.